You're back for the hardest GP that I feel in terms of races for a part 2 video. Races 5 to 8 are horrendous, especially for my account. We're going to need every luck we can get. Welcome to the Alpine Team Series Event, where we're going to try and go and improve on our 120 summit points in opening round races 1 to 4. We're going to try and get some points back on it, because if you've watched it, you will know that we've dropped 25 points compared to when we raced them in qualifying. We're trying to hold off on some of the premium boosts where possible and only touch the boosts that are sort of free, saving them for our best possible final round scores. So that leaves us, we've obviously said the score, hopefully you've watched it. We are on 120 points after 4 races. So we're going to try now, recoup a bit of points, see where that leaves us at the end of the day. 132, we can see we're already 12 points behind someone at this stage. And if we look to the top at the minute, 227. Now, if you think about it, we've scored 120, double it, 240. But I don't think that's going to happen because the races are very, very difficult. But we're getting into race 5. Let me know what drivers you're running in this event. Are you using Ocon and Gasly? Let me know. But defending and cornering drivers, we're in the wet. So let's go and take a look at our strategy area for this one. And we'll go and look at Hungary. Now, it should be fairly straightforward, this circuit. 4 wet is going to be what we're going to be requiring. You could potentially go to 5. We've got Hook, Movember, Prince, Jin, Sar, Cranberry, Reindeer and Downforce, which all feature defending and cornering track stack on the boost. So, I don't know how much I've got of Prince. I might take a look. If not, I could use Downforce and just try and... Yeah, it's almost like sandbag it in a way, isn't it? Save your premium boost till tomorrow, then you come with the big points. So, well, you hope anyway. We'll probably do worse tomorrow. We'll probably have better boosts and less points. It wouldn't surprise me. But here we are in the wet. This is going to be tough because everyone's going to follow similar strategies. That's going to be the hard part. But definitely a 4-4 we're going to try. How many prints do we have? 31. Let's use 1 Prince. And let's use 1... I've got defending and cornering. Let's use a Jin. A bit of Jin. 4-4. Let's see what we can do. Hungary is the start of a very difficult section, including Mexico really. A final 5 races of absolute trouble is in store. But let's see if we can get lucky. We've got the 1 premium boost and 1 free boost on the drivers, and that premium boost already has brought Ocon up to the top 13, top 12, top 11, top 10. That is a difference, but look at Tsunoda. P22, he didn't get obviously a great start. He got average or poor, I think. Ocon got the start of good, and you can see the difference that it's made because Ocon is a good 12 positions ahead of Yuki Tsunoda, and Ocon continues to climb. P8 for Esteban Ocon now. That is a great first lap and shows you why premium race start boosts are so good. Up to P7 with Yuki Tsunoda up to P19. So Yuki slowly going to start coming through the pack, we hope. But he's obviously on the Jin boost. Should still be okay though, that boost. We are going to do the 4-4 with both cars. We're going to try and keep Ocon at the front because that's good points for Ocon. If we can keep him there. Going to keep using the power unit. So Tsunoda, we're going to kind of keep trying to conserve a little bit where possible. Pit him lap 4. And then hopefully we can absolutely... Hopefully not too many, but I feel like we're going to get a fair few that pit on lap 4, especially from the back. Whereas from the front we'll get some that do 5. Tsunoda under pressure, but he's up to 30% on the power unit, nearly 40 now. So we can have a big second half of this stint. Ocon is going to be coming in this lap. So no one in the pits, of course, just yet. We are on nearly 50%. We're going to try and keep Magnussen behind, which we do. So P19, we've got a long way to get points. Only on 23 at the moment. We've been scoring that average of around 29. So we need to improve on that if we want to definitely get further up on our point scoring. We've got a lot of cars going round what looks to be on the 5 laps. Few on the 4 laps as well. I told you pretty much most from the back will do 4. The ones from the front will do 5. And now, Ocon back out in P12. Tsunoda went into the pits in P19. He's only P21 now. He's got stuck. He's got blocked. He's got a bit of everything clearly in there. He's got good power unit level. But again, the struggle of this weekend so far has been overtaking. And that is what we're struggling on again. Ocon back into the top 10. He could actually get back into his 8th place here. And he does. So kind of sitting where we expect at this stage. Any of the back... No, none of the back went. So Tsunoda lost 2 positions in that pit. So we were hoping for a better second stint. It's not going to be the case. Tsunoda 20th now. So getting through, not great though, is it? Ocon is going to probably finish P8. I think we're going to pretty much finish P20 as well. I can't see us... I mean, maybe we can get Yuki Tsunoda. We can, P19. But to climb... Oh, there's a pit from Hulkenberg. So that is another position. Up to P18 we go. Oh, it's not bad. I want to say it's not bad for Ocon. It's great for Ocon. It's bad for Yuki Tsunoda. We've got no one else that's going to really pit either. There's no one kind of gone on a dodgy strategy. So it's going to be breakdowns that we're going to hope for on this final lap that we're coming up to. We are going to score a lowly 24 points. Again, maybe Prince tomorrow on someone like Yuki will give us the start that Ocon had as well. And maybe we can finish 8th or 9th tomorrow. Who knows? But, oh, another difficult opening set. It has been very tough. But we could we claim 1 or 2 more positions here? We've got a very slow Liam Lawson who's going backwards. Obviously he's slow, but he's not slow enough for us to pass, clearly. But P18 and P8, what a contrast of racing yet again. 24 points. It is tough, don't get me wrong. We are at a low team score that shouldn't really be in champions. But we've got to be scoring better than that, surely, if we want to do any good. Level 5, level 5. Everyone's got that level 5 combination, haven't they? Now, I took Yuki Tsunoda for tyres. Maybe tomorrow I don't, because defending is fairly low. Maybe that's the change that I need to make. 250. Yeah, we got a lot of work to do. So we're off to race 6 and Abu Dhabi, as you can see on the right hand side, and looking at doing that free soft for medium, free soft strategy. Now the problem we've got is speed is actually our worst setup. You've seen our setups around the 250 main stat, only about 230 on speed. We do not have beat, which is really tough from Series 12 not to have. So let's go and find out if we can at least, I mean, what's the chances we go and score better than usual? That would be a bit weird, wouldn't it? So, I could use Dead Fast. I could use Eagle. Oh, I've only got 11 Eagle. Don't want to do that. I'm going to use a Pretzel. And I think I'm going to use 2 Pretzels. Soft and mediums. This is going to be carnage, trust me. It really will. Let's go then. Let's see what we can do. I fear the worst in this one because we're going to get a bad start and we're going to be very, very slow. We might not even score in the 20s in this race. That is a concern of mine. Hopefully, because we're running a faster compound tyre, that's what might get us out of jail a little bit. But we started okay. It is 46. I mean, if we can get 46 points at any track, I'd love it. Never mind 47. I'd even take 35 at this stage. But who knows? But here we go. Let's find out. Lap 1 is complete. We're going to get the rival fly past us in a moment. But before... How slow? You can see how slow we are. Ocon is only 22nd. And he's way off the pace. This is how bad our setup is. This is my concern. But we are getting through some of the cars. We are now up to P13. It always seems to be one driver that is absolutely great. One driver that is absolutely terrible. That's what it seems to be for us at the moment. Which is very, very frustrating because we just don't have two drivers that absolutely fly through the field. We only have the one. And it's so frustrating. But Tsunoda is going to get away with his racing so far. He's still P13 now. Could get Mr. Stroll. And he does, P12. So we're getting through a little bit. That's not a bad return at all, to be honest. Ocon trying to close some gaps as well now. And look at Tsunoda just tucked up here behind some of the AI. Could we score at our worst track better points? I doubt it because Ocon needs a rocket up his backside. As Tsunoda comes in for his only stop of this race. Ocon is going to carry on. We're going to get a few cars into the pits here. Quite a few cars into the pits. And Ocon takes P14. Good power unit levels left for Ocon as well. So on the soft tyres, we could be a menace. We could get a recovery drive of brilliance from Esteban. But again, Tsunoda is not a million miles away too. But he has already pitted, so he should get up a few positions here. He's trying to, definitely. We've got a bit of traffic. Stroll again. As there we go. Ocon is in then. Big stop needed. Big effort for the team needed. Can we get past Lance Stroll? Yes, we can. P12. There's a car coming out. It's Ocon. We can't jump that car, though. Can we jump it into the hairpin? No. So P12 for Tsunoda. Now, it might get worse. I think we're about to lose. Oh, we keep it from Stroll. Ocon's P18. Soft tyres could play a big part in this race. Again, we're just conserving down any straight that we can because we need to try. We need to try and score some points and some big points. No safety car luck at all in this opening round so far. In race 6 as well. Sometimes you've got to get that little bit of luck to get a result that you want. As into P15 we go. Sainz is back out. Tsunoda's up to 11th. That's okay. On our worst circuit, I expect it to be. That's okay. Well, what do we got? Where can we get to? Is there going to be anyone else in the pits? Not really. Well, it kind of is our positions then, I guess you could say. We could maybe get to 14th. We already have got to 14th. I think 11th and 14th could be all that we can manage. Because we're not close enough to anybody else. We are trying. But I take that. I would take that. Because we're going to score 25 points. And it's closer to that region. But our worst track, we use some okay boosts as well, Pretzel. But I think that is the track that's going to kill us big time. 11th Tsunoda. Ocon is going to come 14th. It was 11th and 14th finish. That was pretty damn tough. We just got some very inconsistent drivers at the moment, you could argue, couldn't you? No two drivers want to absolutely fly. Maybe I need to change up the drivers a little bit tomorrow. 1390, we're always up against it. Level 5, level 4 Hamilton. And the car, look at that, level 3 beat. We can't afford to use beat. 236 speed. It's a struggle. And 0.3 temps on the pit time as well. It's a struggle. We are trying our very best. Race number 7. It's pretty much our first real player as well in this race. We are going to be looking at doing a 4 medium, 4 medium. Now the best boosts, Prince and Hook, definitely round here. We don't have a lot, so I feel like we're either going to use one of each, or I might use Jin and then save it for some tomorrow racing. That's probably what we will go ahead and do. It's medium, medium. We've only got 11 Hook. We've only got 29 Prince. I've got defending and cornering on Jin. We're going to use it. It'll be Prince or Hook tomorrow. That's for sure. Defending and cornering. Real player time as well. Of course, we're on the back foot as always on this one. But let's see if we can do a recovery drive for some points. I don't think we'll take P1 in opening round. That is certain. Rivals gone hard and mediums. We have put Norris in, you will notice. Now, the difference of not taking them premium boosts off the race start ones is really on that lap 1. You want to get a few positions off the start, and that lap 1 is crucial. Now, with that average and poor, we hold that for the whole race. So, whole lap 1 of the race. So, it can be very difficult to then, obviously, claim some points back. But Norris is 15th. And again, the inconsistency of the two drivers. We've got one flying through. We've got one not making any ground at all. And that is Ocon, who is now P22. Come on, Norris. Up the inside. Oh, I couldn't get it. Rival has not used any power unit, interestingly. An interesting attack of the rival. But up the hill we go. Conserving. We'll benefit from any two stoppers in this race. Will benefit from any breakdowns as well. The rival's going to have good pace, I reckon, ahead of us. As Ocon is in P21. It's just Norris. Norris is a good driver included today. Got the start that we needed. But P14 at the moment. We have got hards ahead of us. Could do with getting ahead of them hards, but ultimately they are pretty much faster than we are. Because you can see we are not all over the back of them. Ocon. Again, probably going to save himself for some later on attack. As Norris has got Liam Lawson behind him. Keeping him at bay as well. And hopefully that's going to be good enough. I mean, I can't believe the rival's not even pushing. And he's in the positions that he is. And now he's pushing with Ocon. With the hard tyres. So, coming up to halfway through. We're about to start lap 4 to complete then halfway through at the end of that one. P14, P21. Now there's a few pit stops in the... Come on. Come on, P19. Again, I mean, our power unit levels are good. We're 13th and 19th. Let's try and push Norris a little bit. There is 12th. Can we get one more? We need a little bit of a speed into the pit. Ocon is 18th. Norris is going to come in 12th. So he's into the pits. Rival is in as well. We don't want a double stack. And it's going to be pretty perfect as well. In and out. 15th now for Norris. Conserving up the hill. Ocon the same. We're going to push into this section. Can we get ahead of Kevin Magnussen, our good friend? Yeah, oh, I thought that was it. I thought we were ahead. But he's clawed it out on traction. And he gets ahead down the straight. Can we now get ahead? Yes, we can. P20. Norris is out of power unit. There's a few cars entering the pit lane. And Ocon is trying to get through. And he can't at the moment. He's trying to make ground. He's trying, bless him. And now he's up to P18. So tough. The inconsistency is killing us. We don't have two drivers that can seem to put a solid race together in. That's our problem. We are closing on Gasly for P12. This is the lap where the hard tyres will pit. There is Gasly into the pits. Hopefully Ocon can get ahead of Gasly. Liam Lawson doing his best to hold him up. And we can, just. Come on, boys. I mean, again, why is one driver so far back and one driver just completely sleepy? That's what it seems like. Ocon just fighting to defend here. As we go down to the Nouvelle chicane. How about a move, Ocon? Show Alpine what they're missing. But no. But no. We're on the final lap. It's going to be P11, hopefully. for Norris. Ocon. He's got cars around him. I think we're going to attack this last sector. And then we lose a spot. We lose a spot to P18. Carnage is what we call that. Carnage. As we go into the Nouvelle chicane. It's going to be 11th. I think we're going to come home. And that's not... I don't know what to make of it, really. I really don't. 14 points. And then we're going to take a big drop from Ocon. Probably like 8 or something. 8. 22 points. Oh, it's tough. It's very, very tough. That was tough. Oh, Jesus. 1314, 1385 was the team scores. You've got level 5 again. And you've got a very interesting setup. Speed, cornering, very, very strange setup. It didn't work because we took the points when really that rival should have been taking much more points than that. The final race of our free-to-play opening round comes from, yes, it's Jeddah. Another circuit. There's 2 in this opening round and final round where our setup does not suit. It's another speed track. And that is the parts that we struggle on. But let's see what happens. We've got Dead Fast Eternal Flame Eagle that we could look to use. But hopefully we can go and take some points. We're going to try out the Free Soft. Free Soft. We'll see if our drivers can last. Now I could use Pretzel again. Conscious that I've only got 28. So I think I'm going to use Dead Fast. I've got a lot of them from our previous Champions GP. So I don't think... it's got the tyre management we need, but we'll find out one way or the other. It's final race time. Can we take 30 points? 30. I think we need like 36 points to potentially take P1 so far. I'd be very surprised if I got 25 points, if I'm honest. So, yeah, a lot to work on tomorrow, as we've got some battery requirements. Because as you can see, off the start, again, it's not the best start. P19 and P22. We're going to get to around this section here, this part here, and then it's cut down time. So we do get up to P18, but the work has only just started. Rival is pushing on the mediums. We've got to see if we can last these soft tyres, which I think we can, which is good. So Baby Dead Fast is okay to use. Down the straight we go. Speed is struggling. But we're going to push Yuki Tsunoda and we're going to make it into P17. Ocon is going to get himself up to P20 as well. And now we're going to try and close the gap because look how detached we are from the rest of the pack. Very, very tough. Up to this section again. And then we cut down. Ocon struggling to get past. So hopefully, we just got to hope for some, breakdowns again. Tyres are okay. Rival's just going to push past us here. I don't want to push too much. I want to keep some of that tyre back. And now we're going to come back for some soft tyres. I mean, this might be all that we can manage, if I'm honest. Oh, this could be even worse. This could be only 12 points at this rate. We are extremely detached from everybody else. We're not really looking like we're going to lay a glove on them, are we? That's the most difficult part as Ocon gets into 20th. So 17th and 20th. Maybe an early pit stop on the softs if anybody else goes longer. And maybe we can just use all the power unit. But there's a lot of cars in. We're only going to score like 15 points here. You can see it. And even the rival has jumped us in the pits. Because of our setup being usually a lot worse than the rival, and they had the front pit box. Oh, everything's going wrong. As Ocon gets himself back to P20, so we're back into that 17th and 20th position. But anyone going longer, we can sort of undercut, but there's not many of them, if any. And we're too far behind. Look how far we're behind 11th. We're almost half a circuit behind. Don't really know if we can improve this tomorrow, though. There's not a lot we can do without having that beat, because that is a good 20 more speed that we're missing from not having that Series 12 part. We're amongst the pack. We're up to 16th. We're past Kevin. We're up to 19th. We're kind of closing a little bit. We've got to hope just from these cars with slower compound tyres that we can just creep some positions. Cut down always through this section, because we're in 16th at the moment. And then we're going to come back up to medium before the corner. And then we've got Bottas ahead of us. Now we push with Tsunoda. Should be able to get past Bottas. P15. So we make an extra point. Going to keep him going to close the gap on the Alpine. But again, it's only going to be 15th and 19th. It's going to be a terrible run. I mean, we've used okay boosts, of course. Tsunoda closes. I mean, yeah, it's only like 16 points. Shocker. It's an absolute shocker. I mean, we could try and get past one of these into the final corner. No, we can't. We can't get that. P15 and it's P19. It is a horrible 16 points from this race. To finish on a whimper, we know that we need that beat. Whether or not I can grind some races today and try and finally unlock beat, that would probably give me another 5 to 10 points. It's very, very tough. You can see 1397 versus 1276. We are out of our depth big time. Another 2 level 5 combo. We're just struggling on that front. And then we've got cars 226. We had more speed. Rival went for a strange setup, but again they had beat level 2. That's worth another 25 speed, I'd say. It's tough. It is very tough, but we're going to try and get there. We will try our very best to give you a good result on this free-to-play account. And after 8 races complete, part 1, part 2 complete, this is how it looks. We slot into second place, 207 points. The leader at the moment didn't score great either in some of them back 4 races. 24, 18, 28 and 21. 24, we were actually pretty close, not far off. That first 4 races did let me down. Their qualifying, they scored 141, so pretty consistent to what we scored, being that 145. So it's going to be very tough to snatch any decent result, but we're going to give it our very best. We've got the better boosts to come tomorrow, so can that eke out a lot more points? Make sure to hopefully come back if we can get some videos out and take a look. So hopefully you've learnt a lot in this video. Hopefully you've seen how hard it can be, or what you think you could do versus what I did that you might not see is fit. But we do these videos to try and give you the very best advice, the very best showing of what's possible with these team scores. And hopefully that we can see some of you go and get some brilliant race finishes, some race points. I want to see some medals from you guys and girls. I want to see you go and get a very good finishing position. But that is all for now from the F1 Clash free-to-play Alpine Team Series event on this account. And we hope for a better race tomorrow.